Hello learners, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to talk about an extension to some previous formulas we saw in the previous video. If you haven't watched the previous video yet, go watch it. The link is in the description. As we talked about the 5 formulas in the previous video, that were sum, count, if, sum if and count if. So these were some basic formulas which we can use in Excel, and sum if and count if were, as you can remember, were the hybrid functions, right? A combination of sum and if function. An if function was a conditional statement. So here we used the if statement to give the remarks to students who had a percentage of greater than 75 and leave the cell as is if the percentage is less than 75. So then we used the if with combination to the count. Here you can see that I printed out the number, the count of the students who scored more than 80 marks in mathematics, 80 marks in English, greater than 80 marks in English, greater than 80 marks in social sciences, and similarly for the physics and chemistry part as well. Then we use the sum if function to sum all the marks of a particular student which are only greater than 70. So out of these 5 subjects, only those marks were added which were greater than 70. So now today we are going to talk about an extension to this sum if and count if formula, that is the sum ifs and count ifs formula. These two formulas are really interesting and can be used much more efficiently than we use sum if and count if functions. So these were the 10 students which were in some school enrolled into these 5 subjects. Now moving on into their lives, they have now settled, and 20 years down the lane or so, they are having their bank balances, they are having their own loan status, they are having a marital status as well. So these are those 10 same students which we were following in the previous video as well. So today we will be using sum ifs and count ifs function on this data, and sum ifs and count ifs are different from sum if and count if in a way that in sum if and count if we were using only a single condition, a single bounding condition. We were only imposing a single condition for summing and counting up a value. But in sum ifs and count ifs function, we will be using multiple impositions. We can use as many as impositions we want to, and then it would do the sum and the count. So without wasting any more minute, let's get started. First of all, we will talk about sum ifs function. The sum ifs function, here I want to sum the bank balances of the people who are greater than 35 years in age and a marital status of yes. That means I want to have the bank balances of the people added who are kind of sorted in their lives, have their families well settled, and sort of like that. So I will go to this fx button, select sum ifs, will press in OK. So the sum range would be this. I want to sum the bank balance, right? So the sum range would be from F2 to F11. The criteria range 1 is my age, that is from C2 to C11, and the criteria would be greater than 35. Since I want all the person greater than 35, so I will have the criteria greater than 35. The next criteria range would be for me would be the marital status, that is from D2 to D11, and it should be capital Y. Note that it should be marked under double quotes by default, so that it could understand that we are talking about a particular character in that cell. So as you can see, here is a preliminary result showing here, which will, if we press an OK, will print to the cell F14, F15 and F16. I will press an OK and this result will pop out here. As you can see, it had summed up all the bank balances of the people who were greater than 35 in age and a marital status of yes. This could also be understood by using the conditional formatting in Excel, which is a beautiful way to highlight the things out. So what I will do is I will conditionally format these 2 columns. So what I will do is I will go to the conditional formatting under the styles. It is under the Homes tab, under the styles compartment. So I will just press in the conditional formatting, it's a drop down list. I will highlight cell rules. So here you can see there are so many options: greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains. So I will go to greater than, and I will press in greater than 35, and you can fill in any color you want. There is a large palette of colors you want to select from. I will keep it to the default just for the sake of simplicity. I just pressed in OK, and here you can see it colored all the cells with some color which were greater than 35. Okay, similarly I will do it for the marital status, the conditional formatting, going to the same rule, but this time I will select text that contains. So what it will do is I will just press in Y. By default it has already been set to Y, and I want Y. If I had wanted to go to N, I would have pressed in N, but here I want Y, so I will press in Y and press OK. So as you can see this, so it now what you can see is there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 students which satisfied these conditions, both these conditions. So what the SUMIFS did is added all those bank balances, or added all those 5 bank balances, and gave it to the output in the cell F15 to F17. So this was the SUMIFS function. And mind you, one more thing I would like to tell you here is, as you can see, here is the criteria range 1 and criteria range 2. You don't need to be order specific in here. It is just you can put any criteria range in any order. It doesn't matter. It will do the logical AND operation, as a computer science or electronics or electrical student would understand. A logical AND, that means it will check both the conditions irrespective of what the first condition or the second condition says. If both the conditions turns out to be true, then only it will do the sum, otherwise it will leave as is. Okay, so moving on to the next formula we are going to talk about is the COUNTIFs function. Before going into that, I will just clear this formatting, which can be done under clear rules from the selected cells. Okay, that is gone. Cool. Now the COUNTIFs function, I want to count the number of people who could be the probable loan defaulters. I mean, they are having a cool bank balance and a loan, but they are not paying the loan as of now, even having the bank balance, a great bank balance. So I want to catch them. I want to be a detective. So what I will do is I will do the COUNTIFs function, press in the FX box, select COUNTIFs, press in OK. Now what I will do is criteria range 1. Here it doesn't ask for any sum range or whatever, because it is the count function. So I will press in the count range 1. That would be from F2 to F11. Seems cool. Criteria 1 would be greater than 25. Mind you, these are in dollars, so $25,000 is actually a good bank balance for me, at least. So criteria range 2 would be the loan status. The loan status would be from E2 to E11, and the criteria would be capital Y. Okay, as you can see, it is asking for criteria range 3, and further it will ask for criteria 3, criteria range 4, criteria 4. So you can impose as many conditions on the count function as you want with the help of COUNTIFs function. So I will restrict it to 2 here only, and similar with the case of SUMIFS, the order doesn't matter here because it is counting. So whatever the range you give, it will just count the values which are common to both, which are satisfying both the equations, logical AND function. Okay, you can see the prelim result to be 2. I will press an OK, and this 2 will be popped up into the cells of F19, F20 and F21. Here you go. So we will do our pretty conditional formatting that we did in the previous SUMIFS function as well. Here, highlight cell rules. I will go to text that contains. I will leave it to Y because I want the loan status to be Y, and press in OK. So it colored all the Y's in here. Now what I will do is do the conditional formatting for the bank balances, and do the conditional formatting which is greater than. So I will type in the value of 25 grand, press in OK. Here you can see these are the only 2 values. These are only the 2 rows which satisfied both the conditions. So it counted both of them, and they were Ajay Kumar and Vijay Kumar. Seems like brothers, so I'm gonna say anything about them. it's just a pun. So jokes apart, so this was the COUNTIF function, and this is a pretty good conditional formatting style we could use to highlight something we want to. And I personally find these two functions really exciting, and because as many conditions as you put, the results seems to diminish, the values comes to a lesser number. So this is where you can use it on the data which have several dimensions. I mean, here we only had say age, marital status, loan and bank balances. You could work on data with a larger dimensions, like you could have data which are having 100 rows, which are having like 50 rows or so, sorry, 50 columns or so. So there you can impose multiple conditions on sum and count. Here we only had 4 columns, so I just imposed 2 conditions or perhaps 1 condition on sum and count. But what if you had data with like 50 columns or 100 columns? There you can use as many criterion ranges you want, as many impositions as you want. Mind you, though, all those impositions will only work when the values would be common. I mean, the sum or the count would only be there if the cell would be satisfying all those conditions which you have imposed on it. So I hope you liked these formulas, and I hope you understood this formula as well clearly. So go around and play with some stuff. I hope you would really like to play with this stuff. Pretty confusing, but really interesting on the same time. So I would like you to explore these functions rather more, so that you can adapt to these formulas really easily. And I will continue to post another videos with some other cool formulas which we can use in Excel. So till then, play around with these formulas, and I will see you in the next video. Au revoir.